The following short video articulates the problem found in the mast as described above. This mast was purchased November 2023 and delivered shortly thereafter. See copy of the invoice to the left. The mast as of the filming today is about 18 months old. The problem that was articulated and again articulated in the video could not possibly occur in something 18 months old, installed in a fixed location and lightly used. Problem occurred about May 1 and then reported to Wilbert Company on May the 5th. Problem twofold. Mast was not holding compressed air. Top mast, see image to the left, did not retract completely and was retracted approximately 50%. Upon disassembly, the piston marked here as 22 dislodged from mast 4. That piston fell into mast 3 and jammed at a 45-degree angle. The video clearly shows the set screws on the mast 4 piston were incorrectly installed at the factory, eventually causing that piston to fall into tube 3 mast 3. The remainder of the video shows disassembly of the mast, revealing the problem reported as of May 5th. So the failure came from part 34 QT piston for 2¼ inch, and then 35, that's the one with the countersunk screw. So after disassembling the entire telescopic mast, this was the jam up. It was cocked this way in the mast, and I was able to actually tap it out very carefully with a piece of plastic pipe. And as you could see, the screws are, some of the screws are in the up position, I guess, which is the way the other ones were, but they're not consistent. This one is almost all the way down. This one's almost all the way down. That one is a little bit down. That one seems to be fine. That one is all the way down. The screws should either be in the retracted position for disassembly or in the extended position in order to operate within the tube. So this is the bottom of the top mast, and you could see the screw holes on probably half of the mast are torn. This is where the piston obviously gets put in. The only way this could happen is if the piston was not installed properly with the little set screws. They were loose, obviously, when this came in brand new, and just over time, things got worse. Now, this is the middle mast, and I cannot ascertain if any of the inside has any damage. This is the hose from the pump, and if we can see here, you notice right there, I don't know if that's broken through all the way or if it's cracked and not broken through all the way, but that is also another issue. Did we have any leaks from there? I have no idea, but given that this mast is a year and change, there's no reason why this rubber piece should have been worn like that. In disassembly, I have all the parts. I did not see any damage to any of them. Here's one. Here's the top guy ring. And here's that bottom piece. Everything down here appears to be just fine. And these are all the masts. This is the bottom, the biggest one. There's no damage. At least there doesn't appear to be any damage. This is the middle. So this is the culprit of why this mast did not work. These are the other two pistons, and as you could see, I don't particularly see damage. There seems to be a little bit of erosion there. It's aluminum, but the gaskets are all in good shape. The screws are easy to take out, push in, depending on how we're looking at it. Doesn't appear to be any damage except a little bit of corrosion for the aluminum. The gaskets seem to be in good order. And the guide bush on mast 1, as you can see, cracked.